What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
If you ain't talking the real, then we ain't gon' talk to ya.
What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? What y'all talking about?
If you ain't talking the real, then we ain't gon' talk to ya.
What's up? This is WYTAP.
Hi.
And Mr. Hoof.
Just over here messing around with lighting and stuff.
Yes.
What up?
This is Sunshine.
And this is T Mandible, aka T Man, BKA Anthony Hoof. I was looking at my skin watch.
Pull up your phone for comments. So in case anyone drops some comments, we want to respond.
Man, I don't care about no comment plan.
What's up? Okay, so our topic for today, what goes on behind the scenes at the jails. Let's talk about it. But before we talk about it, we're going to add in about the judge that just got sentenced for 26 years for falsely incriminating teenagers, African-American teenagers, to jails and get free jail time so they could get labor and some other things. What was he? Also trafficking?
I don't know.
I forgot. But to the point where, why is he in secluded jail? He should be in regular jail with the public since he wanted to do those illegal things.
Yeah.
You're an officer of the law. You're a judge. You took an oath. So let's have you sit with the public as well. Why should we pay his to be living free, to be living lavishly in jail? No. You should live with everybody else the normal way. Public.
Why would you do that to a judge?
I would say let's go back to the Old Testaments.
Oh.
An eye for an eye. Even though we're living in the New Testaments, but I feel some of the situations in this world today would not have been done if we still had the Old Testaments. But thank God for the blood that covered us and Jesus died for us.
Right.
But I'm just saying some of this eye for an eye from the Old Testaments needed to be done. We wouldn't have a lot of people molesting kids. We wouldn't have a lot of people raping or anything to that nature.
Yeah.
This world would not be the way it is right now if we did have... Okay, you did what? Okay?
Right.
And that goes with jail as well.
Man.
So, we did our talking to two people that we do know and that we are aware that they've been incarcerated and they're out now. We also have the Arthur Duncan, who did federal prison time. He was one of our first interviewers.
Yep.
And he spoke about it. But we wanted to speak to some that were incarcerated with the regular jails, not the federal prisons. And the federal prisons, they do have it better than the regular correctional facilities. I must say.
Oh, I didn't know. I've never been there.
Me neither. And I'm not trying to go there.
No, I love
freedom.
my freedom.
Freedom.
Yeah.
But some things may occur to where your freedom is taken from you for a while. So there's certain situations where a woman is protecting her child and she kills someone or something to that nature. Like that case.
Wow.
What state was it? She killed someone because she found out they were molesting her child.
Ooh, right.
And they said that was premeditated because she did not do it at the time of the incident.
Uh-huh.
So she's in jail.
And that's the loophole of the law.
Yes. There's many loopholes that people like to
That's
use.
a loophole of the law. I mean, there's a lot of things. You know, a lot of people go to jail wrongfully.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people go to jail. They probably didn't even do anything, but they didn't say nothing. They didn't tell on their friends.
They didn't snitch.
And Bernie Mac said it the best. You a new fool. You going to jail for another dude? You are a new fool.
Let me just be clear
Don't do
right
it in front
now.
of me and I'm put in
I
it.
don't go to jail for nobody.
Not at all.
No. If you didn't, you gonna confess, because I'm not going.
I ain't going to jail for you. Nope.
I be like, I don't know what you talking about.
Nope.
I be
Nope.
like, say what now?
It wasn't me.
But behind jails, I spoke to Whitney, who is part of Voice, and this is what they're working on. And she advised me this. These are Whitney's words. On any given day, 25,000 New Yorkers are caged in county jails across our state. The abuse that occurs in these jails is rampant. Human rights violations, racial disparity, violence, and medical neglect are commonplace. Our jails are unjust, unsafe, and inhumane. Despite a steady decrease in crime, numerous county jails have grown, some even doubling in size.
Man.
Shockingly, 70% of people held in our jails have not been convicted. They are legally innocent but denied their freedom because of New York's broken bail, speedy trial, and discovery laws. This is a mockery of justice, and New York deserves better. Although the United States Constitution guarantees the right to a fair and speedy trial, these rights are consistently violated in New York State. New York State is a hot mess. And that's my words right there. Back to Whitney's words. Thousands languished and lavish, in jail for months of years or years. Even short stays can have devastating impacts for individuals, families, and communities. Mass incarceration affects every county and every corner of New York State. While much attention has been focused on the horrors of Rikers Island, less scrutiny has been given to jails in other parts of the state where a majority of our neighbors and loved ones are held. 63% of jailed New Yorkers are incarcerated outside of New York City. The failure of our criminal justice system is a statewide problem that requires bold, state-level action. Solutions must be driven by the violent voices of directly impacted individuals. Also, she advised, Collins Correctional Facility uses the inmates to make dicky pants for 26 cents an hour. Pregnant women incarcerated giving birth in shackles on the table with armed officers looking on. No female officers looking on while a woman is giving birth in jail.
Wow.
That's disgusting. And advise that the menstrual cycle systems for the women, when they run out of padding and things to that nature, and they don't have funds in their account or anything to that nature, they have to just try to use toilet paper or things to that nature. This is a woman's monthly cycle. Lack of humane, I would say, but this is just pure disgusting and outright.
Yeah.
And yes, they got arrested for something. Yes, they're in jail for something. And sometimes you're not even guilty, but they're holding you because you cannot afford bail.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can't do this or that. But meanwhile, they let murderers out on bail, which should be stuck without bail.
Yeah.
And passports and everything given up.
Right.
But you have privilege, and I say that, privilege people paying to get out and jump bail.
Right.
Or if you have the money, you could not go to jail. It's
Just
disgusting.
postpone your trial for a while.
All the taxpayers' money, all the taxpayers, and we just slap the ones with money on the wrist and say, "Don't do it again."
Yeah, like like the one doctor that hit the girl on the skateboard,
Yes, hit and ran.
and he was drunk,
Drunk as a skunk. Wasn't he 3 times over the limit?
and he's still doing surgeries, I think, or what is he? He do surgeries or something? Mm-hmm. But he's still a doctor.
His license should have been revoked. He should have been in jail with the public.
That was sad.
When I say with the public, that means no security, no protect. No. You do the time, you do the crime. That's my motto in my house too.
You said it wrong.
What?
You said it backwards.
Oh, my son. I'm sorry. Oh,
You do the crime.
You do the crime. You need to do the time.
Cause I ain't gonna do that backwards.
Lord, you heard me? If you want to drink and get behind the wheel and you hit someone and kill them, or you just hit someone, period, you need jail. No slap on the wrist. No. You are a grown person. You know right from wrong. You drink and drive, you need to go to jail. Not that ECMC drunk tank, what they call it.
I don't know.
At ECMC, they hold them overnight in there until they sober up. Now, go to jail and do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
Oh, man.
Go to jail. You molest children, go to jail. Priests,
You should go to jail. You should go to jail and get and allow the inmates to really beat you up for molesting kids.
touching poor, innocent children.
They need to be allowed to get beat up
Disgusting.
up in there. Well, I mean, I know it happens anyway.
It's just disgusting how they're talking about everybody else. They're talking about R. Kelly. They're talking about Jolette Smollett. They talked about Bill Cosby. Well, let's talk about Elvis marrying Priscilla at 14. Let's talk about Jerry Lee Lewis. Let's marrying his cousin as a minor. Let's talk about Woody Allen when he adopted a child and then married her later. When she was, I think she was still a minor.
He needed to be in jail too. Well, he needed to be in jail then.
Exactly. But if you have money,
it's a different ball game. He got money.
Ball game. But R. Kelly had money. But Jolette Smollett has money. But it's, and I can say this,
it's the color.
Mixed. It's the color. We're gonna be real. We're not sugarcoating it. It's racial profiling. It's racial discrimination, and it needs to stop.
I saw that.
Everybody should be accountable for their actions. You do it, you go to jail. I don't care what color you are, what nationality, man, woman, whatever you want to call yourself, transgender, whatever. Jail.
I saw a meme earlier about them talking about all the black people getting in trouble. And they push like, let's say R. Kelly situation. They pushing it. It's all in the media. It's all in the media. But the thing about it is, there's no black-owned media besides Oprah. But
wow.
But the media is not black.
Oprah. Let's be real with Oprah.
I can't do Oprah either.
I can't either because now I lost respect with her.
We're doing the Michael Jackson thing.
The Michael Jackson thing. And with that, what's his name? That white guy, producer, that a lot of women were saying Me Too on. And there's pictures all on Facebook, social media about her breaking bread with him and everything else. And he is not in jail yet.
And he ain't gonna be in jail.
He's raped them.
They got him on tape and all that, ain't it?
Everything. Tape.
She's like, no, I don't want to. And he was like, come on, you're gonna,
Everything. Because he's in the big leagues. He's with the money, but he's not in jail.
No.
I don't hear that story anymore. We don't hear the Me Too stories anymore.
Right.
But we hear so much of R. Kelly. We hear so much of Bill Cosby. Let's be real. You do it, you need jail time. You should not have money working in your favor. It is biased. It is disgusting. It is just... It is.
It is.
We
it really
need
is.
to change the system. Right is right, wrong is wrong. They're making wrong right and right wrong. And it's totally bipolar. That's
Right.
the word for it.
And that's true. That's true. And it's, I don't know. The media is like, it goes back to the media though. It's pushing it further and further with all these people. It's pushing it out there
media
more and
only
more.
chooses.
And then now these memes, these videos and stuff people putting out, making it even bigger than what it was. It's all media, social media, TV media, radio media.
The same way you pushing hard for African Americans, you should be pushing the same way for Caucasians, Asians, and
Anybody
Japanese,
else, no
and
matter their money.
any nationality. The media should be pushing properly for every nationality, not just our African Americans. It needs to exploit everyone. See, we're here at YTAP. We don't sugarcoat anything. We don't falsify anything. We speak nothing but the real. This is us speaking. And I tell you, I stand by everything I say. I am disgusted at how the media only focuses on certain people. I am disgusted with how the media runs with things and do not get the full story.
Right.
I am disgusted with it. And that's why I don't comment right away, because I need to get everything. I don't just comment on what they're doing.
Nah.
I am happy that the judge got 26 years in jail, but he should have been longer.
I've been out of the news for so long. I didn't even know that.
Look, this is YTAP. We got to be on the news, baby.
Yeah.
We gotta.
Sometimes news is depressing.
Now, it is depressing, but we have to talk the real on the real.
You right.
Now, there's another one of our friend Kareem, my husband, our friend. He says, jail is not meant for anyone other than punishment. Granted, some men find a way to get the best out of it, but most will become victims to it. Even after doing your time, you still are deemed a criminal. There is no way to earn society's status quo again unless you continue to struggle, and that doesn't guarantee much. Due to the overpopulation and short staff, the environment that is set all across the United States is deplorable at best. Tight confinement, soy-based food products that aren't fit. You're a dollar sign in their eyes, and they do not even and do just enough to keep you alive. Underhanded COs, correctional officers, not all are bad, but there's some out there that are bad, and I can vouch for that. Keep inmates at arms with one another. Racism, dehumanization tactics, as well as the jealousy and greed that most people of color deal with. You're given work details that are to save them labor costs and keep busy. Parole board is basically there to see what criminals they deem safe to send back to society, but never get to know any of the ones they let loose. It's like a chess game, and they feel all the pieces are expendable. Violence is an everyday occurrence. Drug addiction from so-called doctors and nurses looking to medicate all who ask for it, even if it's not even needed. Also, county jails calls are 10 times higher than upstate calls. You get ripped off with making phone calls or anything else to that nature as well. These are behind the scenes in the jail cells, in the correctional facilities.
Right.
And then they were advised that medical treatment is scarce too.
Yeah.
If you're not bleeding, you could complain about pain or whatever. They look at you and laugh and walk away. You have to bleed or really flip out for them to give you medical attention.
And that's scary.
Who are you telling? What if their appendix never went and it went then and it's about to erupt? So you're not going to listen to an inmate?
Is this in like the smaller jails or like this?
No, this is New York, baby.
New York, man. Holy cow.
Now let me tell you, I did criminal justice. And one of our courses with criminal justice, you go visit the jails.
Fun.
Yeah, no, that was not. That is in my mind forever. So So we are going through the jails. But before we go, they give you a talk. Don't look at the inmates. Don't talk to them. Don't look at them eye to eye. Just keep walking. Because they had a few inmates that were scheduled to talk to us when we get in a certain area. Oh, and they said if there's a lockdown while we're doing the tour, just pray and hope. And
Pray.
I was like, hold on. I didn't sign up for that. So thank God there was no lockdowns. But when you're walking through the halls, they have you walking past the jail cells. There's a toilet bowl that looks just disgusting as can be. And if you don't clean your cell, they said, then that's how your cell's going to be. The toilet bowl is nasty, flies all over the place, inmates whistling at you, men and female, because they walk you through the women's side and the man's side to show you how the men, they don't care if you're walking past. If they got to go, they got to go. There's no sheet to cover up for privacy.
Oh, yeah, believe me.
There's no privacy.
I've been around that before.
The
Ugh.
beds is, bunk beds. And the stories that they told, some was heartbreaking. And some was just disgusting. And some was just chilling like, oh, like, can I go? Like, don't move. It be have you shook on how they, and some were really just up in people's faces, but they can't have contact. And the guards are there with the guns, but still, he could hook off in a second, and then you can get to them? No. I was like, yeah, first time, last time. No, thank you. But I have visited some family members, too.
Me too.
You can't have your hair up. You got to have the bobby pins.
You got to take the pins out, yeah.
Yes.
That's the main thing.
Shoes off. You got to walk barefooted, and no metal.
I remember went to visit my uncle, but we were sitting in the waiting area to go see him. They, I guess they had to get him and all that other stuff. And the one lady had her hair did up. When I say she had just got it done, it looks crispy. She had to take all the pins out. Her hair was done up in a do and a bun, mini bean, whatever she had. She had to take all the pins out and dropped it. And it was it was like a bald spot right here. Ooh. But her hair was hanging, so I don't know who it was. Somebody was like, your hair. She like, oh, and then she pulled it back a little bit, but you still see that little bald area, right? I'm like, oh, why they do that to her?
But if you are a visitor, if you have dealt with that, then you already know the routine. Right. What not to bring in and what, you know what I mean?
She probably was new or something because she had her hair done nice. She took them pins out.
I know she was telling them off later.
She's like, no, you serious? They was like, no, we're dead serious. Take it all out. And she had to take all the pins out. It was like pinned here,
you wouldn't have been visit that day.
I bet you next time she visited,
ain't having. Deuces.
Right,
all this time under the blow dryer and the hair dryer. Baby,
I seen a documentary though, but it was kind of disgusting though. But I seen a documentary what goes on, some things that go on behind bars. I laughed at it. The whole documentary, I laughed because it was like. Some of the guys have been in there for a very, 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 very long time start looking at new guys as like, that's going to be my woman type stuff. And the first thing they say is, I'm going to have you. You going to be mine. I'm going to have you. I'm going to have you. Yeah, like either you going to let me have you or you going to get tooken. And you bet not say nothing. And this is what this is why I was laughing at it though.
Fighting, boo-boo.
Yeah, you ain't getting me. What
we going down fighting.
What's his name say? Oh my God, Richard Pryor he said, yeah, I heard that's what they do up in there. He said, I'm gonna be walking around. He was like, I'm gonna take craps and he ain't say crap. I'm take a crap. He's like, I ain't wiping. I'm walking around, I ain't cleaning myself. Y'all ain't gonna have it. He's like, good thing I know how to say jokes.
God rest his soul.
But the guy was saying he was like in order and then
they do that though.
And for you to get and how he got over it was like how he can say that he didn't do anything was like it may get a little descriptive and disgusting. Tell the guy to put his fingernails in the jelly and like petroleum gel, like let's say Vaseline or something. And so if he do tell the guard and say, oh, he raped me. He was like, look at his fingernails. He the one lubed himself up.
Wow.
He said, I learned that trick from some other inmates. I was like, he did what? The one guy, but the guy that they was doing this to, he just got used to it and he just became they female. He said, we had a good relationship going. He said, I'm glad I'm leaving though. He said, I really don't want my family to know this. I said, dude, you are on a documentary.
They know.
Your family gonna see it. They gonna be like, oh, so that's how you got by all them years in your life.
I can't with you.
Oh, no.
No.
I'm fighting every day.
We going down fighting. Lord, the devil is a liar.
Yeah, man. But and then these kids in there now. A lot of people now they're getting a lot of some real privilege in there now. I be seeing people shooting music videos. Music video in jail?
I seen down south cell phone use walking outside. Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm confused. Jill, if you did the crime, how are you having a cell phone? How are you living it up and getting phone calls?
No.
Doing FaceTime. Doing Facebook. I'm like FaceTime, literally talking, doing live videos at the jail incarceration and showing, well, this is where I'm here for another 6 months. What?
All right, man. That's what our tax money is paying for right there.
Here's a suggestion. Overseas, you go to jail, you got a sinkhole. You get bread and water. Their jail cells are their crime is small because they make it really known. This is what jail is: bread and water and a dirt spot over there to go to the bathroom in. The problem is the United States government is too lax on everybody that goes to jail. Now, the right ones that go to jail deserve to feel jail.
Right.
So they won't go back anymore.
Right.
Overseas, compared to the United States, is totally different. They're different about college. They're different about education. They're different about social. They're different about everything. Overseas, they're even different about littering. You litter, you going to jail.
Right.
It's so clean overseas.
Oh, yeah.
In a lot of places we visit, clean. And it says no litter, jail time. Okay?
Yeah, and here it's like we got no littering,
you
but people still litter.
And they're chucking out cups and I'll be blowing the horn like, pick up that cup. You're going to throw it out, wait until you get to the garbage can.
I used to be guilty of that.
You're littering. Yeah. You should go to jail. I'm serious because maybe our solar system will not be so messed up if we didn't pollute it as much.
Yeah.
But Japan and China have all them factories and everything, and the pollution is, oh my God.
The nuclear plants and stuff like the one nuclear plant blew up and went into the ocean, ain't it? A lot of the contamination went into the ocean.
A lot of contamination is in the ocean.
Yeah.
But the simple fact is, if we were more strict on things, our jails will be smaller. We will not have a lot of issues. But sometimes people go back, and I have a few cousins, I can say, I won't say their name. They go back all the time talking about, at least I know I got where I can rest my head and I get food.
Stupid.
I'm like,
that's a stupid move.
Do you hear how you sound?
I ain't scared to go back. Okay, go.
I know.
Go. And if you single, you must like dudes or something, cause
I don't get it.
I can't be around no dudes all day.
I can't be with someone telling me at 5 o'clock, get up, watch me go to the
bathroom. They tell you what to do.
Watch me shower. The only person that watches me is my husband. Okay.
Well, yeah.
I don't. It fathers me on how people could keep going back. Oh, I just got out. I'm going back. Yeah, it's all right. We good.
I can't.
What's up? I'm like, huh?
I'm not
No,
doing the jail
my mentality
thing.
is no. I love my freedom.
We all love our freedom.
I don't think so for the ones that go back.
Well, yeah.
They don't love that freedom.
And those are funny ones though. They go in for a certain situation. Let's say dealing dope and this and that, blah blah blah. On the first offense, they probably slap you in the hand. The second offense, you going down. But they don't care. They don't care.
Let me tell you.
I'm only gonna get probably a year, and I'll be out a year. I can't even do a couple hours. It's a wrap.
I couldn't even do that visit.
Man, listen.
Let me tell you. God rest his soul. Jason, fat cat. Let me tell you. That was my first love.
Mm-hmm.
And we stayed friends after that. God rest his soul. He passed away years ago. He passed away when Elijah was 2 or 3 years old. But Jason would be in jail a couple of times. I would go visit him, check on him, put money in his commissary. But I was like, dude, you lucky you my boy and all? I don't visit jail. I don't. That's not me. And if you want to say I'm bougie, you can say I'm bougie, but that's not me. I should not have to be treated as suspect. I shouldn't have to be treated and disrespected. I shouldn't have them waving that thing, metal detector, to see what I'm carrying, taking my hair out. You not my man. You not my husband. I
Right.
told anybody I dated, if you go to jail, I'll write you.
That's it.
But I won't visit you. Now, Jason had a special place in my heart. He still do. I visit him. That was my first love. That was my first crush. My first love. My first, you know what I mean? That
Right.
was my first. That was my next door neighbor. He was there when I was going through things. He listened. That's why I would go and visit him.
Right.
Anybody else? Nah. I used to, back in the day, I used to date them thugs. I used to date those drug dealers. But one thing I let them know, don't be carrying when we together on a date.
Right.
I don't want no problems. You ain't got beef with nobody, because if you do, I'm not being out in public with you.
Right.
I'm not being that bystander, okay? But if you get locked up, I used to tell them, put money aside. So when you come out, you have some money to fall back on. So you don't go back into the drug game.
Right.
But they don't think like that.
They don't listen to
like
that.
You making this fast cash is either going to end you up in jail or dead. The morgue on the slap.
That's the game. That's the name of the game.
But here's the thing. They be running drugs inside the correctional facilities.
Right.
Some guards, you hit them off with certain things and you good. They oodles and noodles up in there. They said, yo, that's the thing. That's how you get money. You selling oodles and noodles. You have somebody put in commissary money for you or dropping food or ship it and all of this. And that's how they get around. Cigarettes, loose leaves, and all that.
Right.
There's a game going on inside. Dealings going on inside. That's
Every
how they
day.
make the money.
It's exactly. It's always that one dude.
So jail is not how it should be.
No.
I don't get it. I don't. But yeah.
You know what's real crazy though?
What?
There's more people it's literally a lot of people in jail for small stuff like, oh, they had a couple bags of weed.
Yes.
Or a couple bags of crack. And
crack is whack, like Whitney Houston said.
It was an attempt to distribute. Okay, what about the ones that's killing people? What about the ones and they, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. These people are getting real big time for something small like that.
Nickels, dimes. No, how
And that's-
about pounds, ounces? Let's talk
And that's
about that.
that's and people are in
Why
jail.
tie it up on stupidness?
A lot of people are in jail for a lot of time for small things.
Yep, nickel bags.
Yeah, so I noticed that too. Like, yeah, how long was you in there? I did a year. Dang, a year in there for what?
For what?
Had a couple bags to attempt to distribute. Okay.
Well, I don't like him, but Cuomo is trying to get something changed, saying the nickel bags don't count and stuff. Like, let it be excessive, like pounds, ounces.
Yeah, because it's more people in jail.
Quantities, not no little, oh, they caught me with 3 nickels, or,
Yeah.
oh, they caught me with...
It's
Really?
more
They go to
people
jail
in
for that?
jail
People
for
smoke
small stuff.
Exactly.
And I see it. It's like a lot of people in there doing like little things or something. Oh, I stole something from the store. You know what I mean? I stole something. Oh, that was a robbery. I robbed the store for a few things because I knew let's say the lady went to jail for stealing Enfamil for a baby or something, and she ain't had the money, so she pop it in there, and you guarantee you somebody might go to jail for that.
They do.
Little stuff
They've
like
done
that.
And it's just disgusting.
Oh, she doing 6 months.
Needs to be changed. It just needs to be changed. It needs to be reevaluated, and the right things need jail time, and the wrong things. What? 3 nickel bags? 3 nickel bags you going to jail for a year? Really?
I don't even think they make those anymore.
And I don't promote smoking. I don't promote any of that. I
No.
don't. But I think it is stupid for 3 nickel bags going to jail.
Right.
I think it's stupid.
It ain't like they packing them whole book
Now,
bag
if
full
you
of
got
it.
a brick, okay, you need jail.
Right.
Okay. But if
That's an attempt to
we
distribute right there for you.
We know a lot of people that smoke weed.
Yep.
I have a lot of family members that smoke weed. I know them. I love them. I don't do it, but they do it. You gonna arrest them because they smoking a blunt? Like,
right.
I'm being real. Oh, you got them on two bags. Really?
Right.
How about let's get the people that just killed a pregnant woman? Or let's get the people that killed people driving drunk. Now, drunk, yeah, you need jail. I had a drunk, and I'm not biased, but I had a drunk driver hit me head on when I was 21. He had a slap on the wrist and only did 6 months in jail when he could have killed me.
Man.
Okay? You drink and drive. You should not be out on the streets.
I remember I was almost, I think I said this before though. I attempted to drive while I was drunk. I got 2 houses up and I parked. I was like, nope.
Well, thank goodness you came to your senses.
I was young. I had to be like 21, 22.
No.
And I had just started drinking too, so I'm thinking, I'm good. All my boys, they all left out. And the next thing you know, I got behind the wheel. All right, let's go. So I get behind the wheel, turn the car on, and I drove out slow, and I'm looking like, wow, everything is moving. Then I'm like, nah, let me park. I parked. I woke up in the car. The next day, car crooked, halfway out in the street, but I ain't go nowhere. I was like, forget it. I slept in my car, and I got up, drove off. That's the worst feeling in the world. And I didn't have in my mind that I could have actually killed somebody, or I could have killed myself, or I could have done some damage to something.
I don't understand how people could drink and drive, knowing you are well aware, trained, taught in school, drilled in your head, drinking and driving kills, drinking and driving kills, drinking and driving kills. But they still do it and they get smacked on the wrist. Then they get a DUI. Then what else? What are they?
It was what? DUI driving.
DUI driving
under the influence.
And then the DIA or
DUI.
It's just
D something else.
It's still to the point where it should not have more than one.
Right.
DUI, you going to jail. Your license is suspended. It's revoked. Driving is a privilege.
Right.
And a good friend of ours from Geico years ago drove and hit a woman head on the opposite direction. They both died. The media had a field day with him. He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. We have so many people driving drunk, killing someone, and still walking instead of being in jail. Oh, they're driving still too. Their license is still, they still got their license.
Right.
This is where I say we have a problem. The judicial system is corrupted.
Very.
I said it. The judicial system is corrupted.
There's too many loopholes.
We have too many innocent people in jail. And then they get out, like that guy Corey. He got out last year after spending, 30 years in jail for a crime he said he did not commit. And then they finally, after 30 years, listened to him, redid the investigation, went through the crime scene again, and the forensics came back somebody else. But this man spent 30 of his years in jail for a crime he did not commit.
That and that little couple $1 million they gave him ain't gonna do justice. You just took away your life.
Yeah, that's not bringing 30 years back. You can't get that back.
And you be in jail for 30 years. Your the way you think on the outside is totally different because you were confined for so long. You think different when you know what I mean? Now you're out.
In 1 year, and now you went through a century.
Yeah, your way of thinking while you're inside is totally different.
And it's wrong. It is so wrong. What about the athletes? There was a few athletes said they never raped that girl, said they never touched that girl, said they didn't do anything. But it was someone of their color, not ours, that did it. But she pointed to the black man.
Yeah, that's that wrongfully accusing.
Wrongfully accusing and just going with her hearsay or her word against theirs. Didn't do the investigation fully. Didn't do the forensics. Didn't do the rape kit. Didn't do any of that, but charged them and guilty. Where's your evidence?
There is none.
No. It's just case closed, signed, sealed, delivered.
Sometimes they force these people to say something, to say these things. Say it. And then when they say something close to what they want to hear, they use it. Boom. He's guilty. He confessed.
What about, I love this. Will Smith of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, when they did that, they were driving Uncle Phil's partner's vehicle, Mercedes, down to Florida to meet them for the Super Bowl.
Uh-huh.
And remember when they got pulled over? And Will told Carlton, he was like, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. He was like, smacking him on the back of his head, don't say nothing. And Carlton was like, no, and he was thinking.
Carlton don't know.
Because Carlton was brought up a different way.
Right.
And Will was brought up in a different group.
Right.
But Will knew the streets. Carlton didn't.
Right.
And Will kept saying, dude, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. But the simple fact is, we should all be treated equally. In jail, out of jail, period. Everyone is a human being.
Shoot, well, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like Jazzy Jeff did that too. When they told him, they put him on a stand. He put his hands up. They said, "You can put your hands up." He said, "Dude got a gun."
Nah.
Last time somebody did something like that, they got a hole in their back.
Yep.
I was like, "Oh."
And that was years ago. And look at today.
And it's still going, and it's been going on before that.
Let's talk about when you get arrested and they're holding you in the cell, and how there's video of police officers beating, kicking, punching that man in his private parts and killing the woman in the holding cell, but they walk away free.
Said that she is that the one they said she hung herself or something?
And how you gonna hang yourself
with nothing in it? The thing is what they do. When I was in like the little holding cell, they take everything. They take your shoestrings, they take your belt, and
everything, so you do not commit suicide.
They take all that stuff.
So how they pop up dead?
Right.
And they was in their custody.
And she wasn't even a suicidal person. I seen all her stuff I went to her Facebook one time, and I was looking at all this stuff. I'm like, what? She giving out encouraging words to everybody. That's the type of person she was. But I guess that's how they play. And then they get away with it.
Yeah, they get away with it. Live cameras, video recording, everything. Inside the jail cells, videos, cameras, everything. How people mess with the cameras when it's time for something's going down. Oh,
now the cameras are off.
Then the cameras is off or it's pulled out. Oh, it malfunctioned. The jail cells need to be accountable. The correctional officers need to be accountable. And then you get good correctional officers. We all have bad apples in every career. We do. We know that. We all have crooked, dirty cops. We all have crooked attorneys. There's someone out there in a career that is crooked.
Right.
But when you're messing with people's lives, livelihood, safety, health care, gotta do better.
Right.
You gotta do better. And then we need more voices speaking up. We need more people standing up for what's right. People today are afraid of what's right on speaking on it because here goes the media. They'll slander them. They'll get dirt up on them and everything else. But the ones that are dirty, they'll promote. It should not be wrong is right and right is wrong. It is opposite. The correct way is you right, you wrong, you wrong. But society now is all distorted.
And that's true. They look at it. The first thing they do is like you say, they slander everything. They make everything that's actually, like, let's say me right now, I'm going out there and I'm doing this and I say something about somebody that needed to be said. Let's say I say something about Trump and I'm famous. I'm a famous guy. Next thing you know, you got all this. He's twittering. Like, what's that? What was that? The comedian. What's her name? She wasn't black either. She was, and she had the picture with the fake Trump head.
Oh, he took to Twitter. Him and his tantrums. I know who you're talking about.
I think they took her. Funny. They took her career though, didn't they? Cause she ain't doing anything. I ain't seen her yet in a while, but I mean, I really don't watch TV either, so I don't know.
Let's talk about that because there is one. I lost my train of thought on what I was going to say. Me losing the train of thought, right?
I lose mine all the time.
I know, but I always got your back. But it's just sad. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Illinois. I think it's Illinois. But while the media was bracing themselves and talking about R. Kelly and everything, there's a state that has now said you cannot videotape police officers. That's against our constitutional rights.
Right.
How did they get that over? See, we got to stay woke, people. We have to stop. Oh, in news today, hip-hop artists, rap artists, da-da-da-da. No. Stay focused on the real news because they're trying to deter you from paying attention to what's really going on behind closed doors, behind Congress, behind the governments. You got to stay woke. How are you violating our constitutional rights? And Trump is trying to change one of the constitutions. No, bull.
He going too far with a lot of these things.
He needs to be impeached. And talking about if I get impeached, I'm just going to impeach myself. I'm like, what?
How?
That's who they voted for.
He must
I didn't vote for number 45, and I say it every time.
He must got some dirt on everybody that's in that Congress.
Well,
he got dirt on everybody in there. If they impeach him,
he knows how to finagle the system because he files bankruptcy on so many of his businesses and then builds up something else. But he still got Trump Towers. He still got the hotels. How are you allowed to? Because he knows the system. He knows how it operates.
Right.
Go ahead. I know he.
She loves her president. Is that
I
my
love
phone?
Barack Obama. Yeah, that's your phone. 'Cause Barack Obama was my president. Number 45. No, I do not claim him.
I used to like the Bushes.
I can even take the Bushes over
I'm lying.
number 45.
I will take
the Bushes
both.
over 45.
I take both Bushes over
Look,
over 45.
Both Bushes did not come to his inauguration. Wait, no.
One of them
father
did. Yeah.
The other one was going to sleep up in there.
Yeah, he was dozing off. They had that video. I was dying laughing at that.
The son is now great friends with Michelle Obama.
Yeah, they
you
cool.
See how
Yeah, they cool.
That's love right there. That's
they
love
cool.
that they show mad respect to each other.
And you know,
but
Clinton,
they don't respect number 45. Period.
Clinton cool with all of them too. You be seeing all them talking
Clinton
and
cool
stuff
with
too.
Everybody.
Right.
Except for his wife.
Right. Right.
Okay, back to the subject.
Clinton cool with everybody except his wife. That's right.
It's true.
My wife.
But see, he didn't go to jail with all that situation that was going on in the White House. But we could talk about Kennedy too. President Kennedy, God rest his soul. Him and Marilyn Monroe. They killed her.
Yeah,
they killed her because she was about to drop dime on a whole lot of them.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about number 69. Isn't that his name? Talking about he was snitching. So he is. But this is the thing. He should go to jail too. He snitched, so he didn't get jail time. But I think it's a 6 months or a year thing. But then he's in witness protection program. Why are we paying witness protection for someone who committed a crime? Just because he snitched on somebody else?
It's the Trey way or no way.
No.
That's what he said.
Like I said, you were part of it. You should be going to jail too. You should not be having our tax money paying for your secret services and witness protection and all that.
Yeah,
now,
they was
ex-presidents, yes, they need secret service. But for witness protection, I know, boo. You did it. You need jail too. Point blank, period.
They was so hardcore
Save
when they was
money. I'm tired of paying for people that want to snitch and then
they was so hardcore when they was doing it, but now now I got a family, I got this, I got to make
you
this
wasn't
money.
Thinking about that
I gotta make these albums.
So you should not be thinking about it now.
I told him not to.
It's garbage.
I told him not to shoot that dude. I told him. Now we in this. Oop! Did I say that? No. I snitched on another one.
Didn't he pay him? Didn't he pay him to go do something?
They said he put money on one of the rappers, Chief Keef had. And they shot at it. They shot at him.
Jail.
They shot at him, Chief Keef, when he came to New York City or something like that. Or some of his boys shot at him. However it went. I don't pay attention to none of these new rappers.
You do it.
And if they don't get caught by video or anything, they're gonna get caught by putting it in their music.
Yeah,
I shot him 300 times in the face. Well, we did count about 300 bullet shells in the area. You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. They telling themselves. Let them tell on themselves. It's cool with me. It's cool.
Generation.
It's cool with me. But jail,
incarceration, holding cells.
I ain't going to jail for none of you people.
I'm not. I'll be the first to say, nope, it was not me. I can give you my alibi. I know where I was and I know who I was with. Nicole is not going to jail for nobody. Well, maybe my kids if some. Okay. Anywho.
I don't know. I taught you the right way, man. I'm sorry, I taught you the right way. You did it anyway.
Oh yeah, my children. All we can do.
You go to jail.
Is teach them, guide them, love them, and show them the right way.
Right. That's all.
But not all the kids have that parent figure.
No.
Some of their parents are in jail, teaching them from inside jail.
Yeah.
Some of them is street gangs. Some of them is teaching their kids how to be part of a gang. So This generation needs more people to step up and help be mentors to get the jail cell numbers down, to get the kids off of the street numbers down, to get them in the books, to get them into college, to get them soaring higher than what their parents have been.
Right.
Because some parents like, oh, you going to be just like us. We ain't doing nothing, you ain't doing nothing. Let's get on welfare. Let's do this. Let's do that. No, they need someone to push them. They need someone to push them to go higher. Our parents, majority parents should want better for their children. Some parents are really jealous of their kids, and that's sad too. How are you jealous of your child?
I don't know.
You telling them to go out and sling dope to help support the household. You telling them to go out and steal to help to support the household. How about you tell them to go get a job, apply.
Right.
Stay in school.
I wanted to get a job.
Stay in school. I was working since I was 12.
Not me.
Don't steal. We stole. We get. Woo, mama. Woo.
My mother hit me with a wooden brush. That was the last time I stole. Well, last time she knew that I stole.
But this, I feel, how we can better this community, how we can better this universe, because let's be real, we are living in the last days. But let's try to make sure we are bringing positive to the streets and not all this negative. Let's try to stop gun violence by talking to these kids, ministering to these kids, teaching these kids, teach them a trademark, teach them how to do something, and that the streets ain't for them. No. Teach them education.
Right.
Teach them hard work, what hard work means. Coming home with dirty hands. Coming home, hard day's work, but you getting a paycheck. Coming home doing right.
Sometimes those scared straight programs they be having, it work for some kids, but some of the kids think they so hard for the simple fact that they know that the inmate can't do nothing to them.
Some of the scared straights, did you see the preview on what occurred behind the scenes for the scared straight?
No.
I said, because let me tell you, that had me a little, oh no. Some inmates was touching those kids.
Oh, I bet.
Some inmates was yoking them up and holding them up. Some inmates was scaring the life out of them. They was scaring me, and I was watching
Because what it is, they just show what they can show on TV.
Exactly. But they were scarred.
Some of them, yeah.
Some got changed, but like you said, some didn't.
Of them still think they hardcore.
But see, that's the problem, because sometimes these kids have to play like they're hard, because you come out your house, people are right there ready to fight on you and jump on you and stuff like that.
Right.
So when do adults stand up and tell them, don't pick on that boy, don't pick on that girl?
Right.
When do adults finally stand up to these kids? Like, some adults are scared of these kids today.
Right.
But I feel if we have a deep support system, more mentoring programs, more events for the kids to stay off their streets.
That's her.
Who? Okay, we've been
It's 7 o'clock.
Up. All right.
It's 7 o'clock in WYTAP.
Well, it's 7 o'clock?
7:01.
7:01. Okay, well, this is WYTAP. We are go ahead and we are going to tune out.
What y'all talking about? 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 What y'all talking about?
If you ain't talking the real, then we ain't gon' talk to ya.
What y'all talking about? 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 What y'all talking about?
If you ain't talking the real, then we ain't gon' talk to ya.